This is my system for storing, organizing, and maintaining my hooks so that they're always going to be sharp and ready, easy to find, and pretty much I've never had a problem with rust or some of the other things that I've heard people complaining about when it comes to keeping your stuff dry. I start with these Plano double-sided 3414 little tackle boxes to store my hooks. What I'll do is, I'm just not going to use this as it comes off the shelf. I'm actually going to modify it slightly. What I'll do is, let's just say that I want to put my 1/0 owners in here. I'll lay that hook in there. I'll make a few marks where that hook crosses these little plastic dividing sections. Then I'll use a Dremel tool with a little cutting wheel. And what I'll do is I'll just make incisions all the way down, or almost all the way down to the bottom of that tray using the Dremel tool. So for this one hook, I've used or made 3 incisions in here. I'll just scrape the additional little plastic out of there. And if you do it right, or if you measure it right, what happens is that hook will fit right in those little depressions that you made in there, and it won't rattle around. So you can stack probably 10 hooks or so in there. Which is more than I'm going to need for any one day of fishing or any one tournament. And they'll kind of sit in there real nice, and they won't rattle around, which keeps the points nice and sharp as well. So this is kind of the finished product, at least for my Superline hooks and my worm hooks. You can see that they're all snugly in there. I can see how many I have, so I'm never going to be caught up short. And then what I'm doing is I'm also, from my local pharmacy, Walmart, or Walgreens as a matter of fact, they discard these. They get these to keep the pills, these little silicone tablet things. They use it to keep the pills nice and dry, but they actually just throw them out when they're done with them. So what I'll do is I'll see if they'll give me a couple. A lot of times they do. I have a stock of them that could last me for the rest of my life at this point. And I'll put them in there right next to the hooks, and that'll keep any moisture that does get in there out of the way. I'll label it so it's real nice and easy to find. And as far as what goes in my boat, I'll have another waterproof container that this will fit right inside. I'll know exactly where my worm hooks are. In addition, I have my weighted worm heads. I have my lead sinkers for drop shotting. Everything's neat and organized, and I know exactly where it's at. And then another waterproof lid on top fits on there, so that doesn't ever have any moisture problems, no matter how wet or rainy or how many waves I spear. In addition, my backstock, I use these little medicine bottles that I've collected over the years, and basically in there you'll notice that these are my 3/0 owners. They're not rattling around. So what I've done is I've taken a little piece of styrofoam that probably came as some packing for something I received in the mail, and I stick those points in there. And then I'll slide those right down inside the container, and I'll also take another one of those water absorbers, and I'll put that right in there with it. So this won't actually go on my boat. This is kind of my back stock, so I'll have these clearly labeled, and then when I need to restock, I know exactly where everything is. I know that it's going to be nice and dry, and I know that I'll have no problems. So I hope this tip helps you catch more fish and keep your tackle a little bit more organized.